too much for my heart. Hey, when the Fiend, how's it going? And Miles, welcome. How's it going? You got first comment? Nah, actually, you're just behind Winter Fiend here. You got it first. You know, I got a new idea. Let's try out something new today. Let's go ahead and lower the music and sound effect. Right, we're gonna do that, but we're gonna keep the dialogue, and we're going to we're gonna lower this to about 10, right? Try and level this out. That way, maybe we can find a spot. You guys are gonna have to let me know about the sound, though. But in fact, let's lower the voice. In fact, no. Right. Let's do this. Right. But since it's a -10, you know what? No, I'm just gonna put the right. Yeah, here we go. Yeah. Hey, Montel, how's it going, man? Nice to see you here again. Some mess? What are you talking about? Hey, my phone just went off. I just realized. What? My latest stream? Am I still online? Am I still streaming? Apparently I am. Huh. I don't know what that was about. Okay. Pharaoh Changeling and Bluname join the stream. Welcome. Watching you, want to know if you would come to a legendary gay wedding? A legendary gay wedding? I mean, in order for something to be legendary, doesn't, I mean, some believe that, like, maybe a certain amount of, like, time needs to go by first. But, I don't know, I don't do well at weddings, I guess. I haven't really been to any, well, I have, but, nah, I don't know. Go to a wedding by myself? Shit. I don't know about that. Alright then. It's gonna be you and you.
What is it?
Alright. Quick save. Delete this. Talk to this man.
Oh, a visitor comes to our delightful salvager camp.
Indeed.
We are honored. Do you come bringing your credits and curiosity?
Kinda smells like my asshole.
This saddens me to hear.
Fortnite 2 is trending. On what, YouTube or Twitch? I mean Twitter.
Comfort and decadence, but this is a place of people who toil. A question I pose to you, traveler. Do you wish to buy one of the most elusive of all Jedi artifacts? A powerful Jedi holocron?
I mean, what they did with Fortnite was basically the you know, the South Park Cartman style of marketing model. They just take it away from you, like, and it makes you want it more. And so once they put it back online, They were like, you know, it just exploded again. So yeah, pretty effective.
That is no exaggeration. Jedi holocron are very rare and invaluable tools for skilled Jedi. If this man has one, you'd be wise.
If this man has
This is
one.
no idle boast, traveler, but a fact.
Pretty
A
good.
holocron
The
is
job
easily
interview
worth
went good.
many
Oh, it's good to hear, man.
thousands of credits to
I
any
should have
Jedi,
news
but I was
if
so
I got the
keen
job
for
this week.
price.
Fingers
I paid
crossed,
you
man.
1,000 credits for this
Are we
rare
going to
find.
purge
This
us
is
some
an automatic
dogmatic Vrook?
negotiation.
That's
You
what
should
we're
buy
going
quickly
for.
before others come.
I heard that Vrook was trying to protect Kunda over here. That's a bitch move, Vrook. I'm coming for that ass again. I will, yes. I mean, I was find you, Vrook. I was thinking more like, what was that movie with Liam Neeson? Whatever, his daughter. That thing, yeah. You have failed me when it's ready. Well, I'm not calling it that, you know, to avoid confusion. But it's done. The video's done. Hey, Dot, how's it going?
I assure you it isn't.
Hello, Dot.
show it to
Welcome
you
back. He's basically the
As you
embodiment
can see, it is in fine shape.
of the
real
Jedi
body
as a
near
philosophy and
1,000
ideology.
credits.
Vrook? This is a remarkable fake.
How did you know? Well, I never unload this accursed thing.
You never will.
This isn't my fault. You can't blame me.
Actually, I can blame you violently.
I apologize
Dark
immensely.
side, so.
Surely you recognize that attacking me here will pose problems. The militia and the salvagers will hunt you.
No, they won't.
I will not. Very well, take it. Leave me to my poverty, my suffering.
Yes. Little bitch. What are you gonna do, huh?
You a new salvager? Or one of those Kunda
Hey, my
cantina rats
copyright,
come
how's
here
it going, man?
complain?
Can any of you make me feel better? I just saw the trailer for my favorite show and it's bad. It was bad last season, but I hope they will fix it, but they made it worse. Which show are we talking about here? My copyright. The Man in the High Castle? Oh. Huh, never heard of it. Hey, it seems that Dot is kinda on my side on this, Blue Not Me. So I don't think he can exactly form a code for Kreia either. She's not. A code would, in effect, limit her. She's not exactly into that.
Oh, is that so? You're no mercenary, and with those armaments, this isn't a social call. You're at least thinking of heading to the ruins. I'm gonna give you some advice. Turn back. There's nothing you're gonna...
Oh, shut up, bitch. Turn back. Just give me the damn quest.
Because... The only... You don't look like you're...
I have that.
If you're not going to listen to anybody, and they're now dead, so...
You of course says.
Let's salvage...
Uh-huh.
I've been...
Yeah.
Sometimes...
You don't say. Chuck Norris robes. There we go. Turbo. Let's get a bitch ass out of here.
Do you feel it?
I feel it alright.
Wound on this world. It is centered here.
It's deep too.
If we succeed in gathering the Jedi, they will come to this
Miss Vrook
place.
reminds me of a
And
bitter
if those
gay
Jedi
queen
are
that ain't
slain,
had no good
then
pee in
all
the
that
hot
remains
minute
of
and
the
it's
Order shall be
projecting.
drawn here as well.
Well, yeah, Jedi they don't have sex, so you know. Also notice that Vrook is the one making decisions and the other Jedi just back him up and say nothing. Even Zeskayel, that is critical of the Jedi, just nods as cowardly. Yeah, once they meet up, Vrook kinda, I guess you could say, re-corrupts them and brings them back into the fold to be all, you know, like, by the time, like, here's a way for me to describe it.
We will know
You
when
meet
the time
Zeskayel,
comes,
and
I
he's
hope our
smelling
enemies
pretty
do
fresh.
not.
By the time you meet him back in the enclave, you can smell the bitch on him again. No bitch. It's kind of a crude way of describing it, but I think it's
A
effective.
great deal of effort to find you, Jedi, and
They're making a movie for The Color of Outer Space with Nicolas Cage. Nick Cage, huh? Is he gonna punch any women wearing a bear suit this time again? Because that was pretty funny last time. Not the bees! You won't get in your...
A weakness is
Killing me won't get you your goddamn honey. Atris is just a toxic trick. And yeah, Cray is the pimp. Cray and Aviaku wouldn't stop weirdos a couple of centuries later, forming a cult. It's yeah. People tend to do that.
This one will fall.
So it takes place in the 60s. It's an alternate reality where the Nazis won World War II. That kind of sounds like it's starting to sound like what was that video game? We Happy Few? I think that's what
This
it's
shall
called.
not stop us for long.
And amazing characters with depth and conflict, nuances, shades of gray. You just said it best. There is only one Christian, and he died on the cross. God damn. You know Dot, that's one thing I kind of agree with Mormons, actually. The people from the Church of Latter-day Saints. They find using the cross as a symbol to be inappropriate. And it kind of is. The cross was a Roman torture and executioner's device. That's kind of messed up to be wearing around your neck and used as a symbol of worship. Also, for God's sake, stop focusing so much on what Jesus did directly for, like how you benefited selfishly from his sacrifice. Focus on what the man was actually trying to teach your dumbass. Maybe that's a bit harsh of a way to put it. I'll take that back. So just focus on what he wants to teach you. Out of my way, bitch.
So the pup thinks he can start bossing us around. Watch yourself. We've been here a lot longer. Plenty of accidents happen to people that don't respect the rules.
That's a pretty accurate opinion. Wait, about the Jesus thing or what? Because no, that was 5 minutes. That was 3 minutes ago. What was I talking about back then? Shit, I forgot. You obviously have no idea who you're dealing with.
All I see is fresh meat for the Lagrex. Don't even think of threatening us. That's a
I already
battle
did.
You can't win.
You've tremendously overestimated your pathetic abilities.
That's it. Attack.
Yeah, that's it. All right. What are you gonna do, huh?
Let us end this.
You like that? Yeah, you like this? How's that feel, huh? Itch. How long have you been? How long has it been since you did a light side run? Or is that what you've been doing, playing off stream? No. It's been a while since I did light side. Light side was the first ones I did. So yeah, now I'm doing dark side and radical centrists. I gotta do that for the male one next. Yeah, I'll come back for the Jedi Padawan later. Or youngling, whatever. The Mormon are not seeing what is being worshipped, the suffering of a great man for altruism. Yeah, okay, so makes more sense now. Hello, Lagrag. Time to die. The Mormons are not seeing what is being worshipped. The suffering of a great man. Christ. I just don't understand why they... It kind of cheapens it. Focus so much on, and it was beaten over me my entire life. Remember, this is what he did for you. This is what he did for you. I'm like, man. Did the man have anything to say? The suffering is the ultimatum of what Jesus represents beyond his teachings. It's the ideal that he represents more than his teachings. What, self-sacrifice? Let me sure I can understand that. But it's just the effect that it's had, which is that people forget that the man was, in his own right, a philosopher.
A weakness is revealed.
He had very valuable lessons to teach, and he's worth listening to, not just benefiting selfishly from. Whoa, I can see through that wall. From what he did for you in terms of, his sacrifice. He did so much more. Do not run through the minefield. Oh, god damn it. I thought I told you, bitch ass. Did you saw my comment about the options? No, I didn't. Haven't stayed much longer than one comment in a while. What, you talking to me? Chet, you betcha? By the way, yeah, Chet, you betcha. I didn't see you come in, man. Welcome, welcome. What if Krea's clothes color represents something? Or clothes? I don't think so. I mean, I've never gotten any we never received any indication that they represent anything. The colors do not represent anything. The clothes themselves do. Chris Avalon said that it's a mixture of Obi-Wan's clothes and Palpatine. Oh, there it goes. Jedi Master plus Sith Manipulator. A Jedi Manipulator plus Sith Master. Sith Lord. The technician who died. Okay, bye. Jedi and Sith together? I mean, because she used to be both at one point. Not at the same time, mind you. But she used to be a Jedi and she used to be a Sith. Hello there, do it. This guy in the casino. They breathe fire? Huh. But yeah, a guy in the casino at the craps table, he's not know what he doesn't exactly know what to bet on. Dude pops out of nowhere, be like, hello there. Do it. Do not overload the terminal. Okay. In fact, you know what? Overload the terminal. You got 10 seconds. Meanwhile, we're gonna go over here. Brown and yellow. If you combine those, there it goes. Which color do you get? I don't know. The thing with Krea is that her code is generally the Sith code minus the last line.
This shall not stop us for long.
I'd have to think about that a bit more. I gotta get a bigger screen, man. I can't relax. I gotta lean forward to read the chat. It's really annoying. I'm trying to take care of my back here. Alright, this bitch. Hello, bitch.
Your arrival is fortunate. I was just running out of food supplies and wondering what
He
Legrek
is not
meat
here
would
for
taste
Krea's
like.
tired and late fashions, but he is here for the sickening black gown your character is serving the girls. It's just us. Yeah, dark Jedi robes. I argued in my Krea video that the flaw of the Sith code is that while they advocate freedom, the method of achieving that is by depending on the Force as a source of their strength. What color results if we combine brown with yellow? I mean, shit, I don't know. Dot, are you a painter of some sorts? Do you watch a lot of Bob Ross?
I am an historian and scientist working for the Republic. Although I'm certain my contemporaries would judge me more a historian than scientist.
You still use a force, grocery, flawed forces that always requires sacrifice. You look familiar.
I imagine in your travels of the galaxy you've seen
With the
many people.
Jedi you have.
Faces tend to blur together after a time. What else would you like to know?
Yes. Force manipulated Kreia and Mitra into this situation. I mean, what if the Force wanted Kreia to try and stop? Wait, what? What if the Force wanted Kreia to try and stop who? Mitra? But she didn't, though.
No.
You don't have the Jedi. People hate Jedi. Galaxy, do you hate Jedi? What do you mean? I was one of those Jedi. No. Turn the console. Reverend Malik. Go on. Do you know who trained Reverend?
It is said.
He returned to his first and final master. Yeah. You know.
I'm not.
Alright, bye.
Before you go, I had a question for you.
Answers.
What answers do you see?
Sends you to exile.
Exiled you.
Indeed.
It is not the. But what?
It is not the Jedi way to lie. But then he corrects. He's like, well, that's not entirely true. So, they exile me for some other reason.
I will return to Kunda now and await the next transport.
Of course you will.
You may find me there if you have more questions.
I don't. Okay. Sith, you enhance your passions. Hey, Darth Treya. How's it going, man? Nice to see you here again. Darth Treya, ladies and gentlemen, in the chat. Primal Pattern, ladies and gentlemen. Say hello to Primal Patterns. Man is back. Man of the hour 2 streams ago. Earth tones to represent nature, simplicity, life. Black and red represents death. Darkness, blood, life, power. Yeah, to humans, indeed. I don't know if the designers had any idea behind it, but I guess, yeah, you could say there was something there. Okay, now that we have that. I wish the ancient grove was accessible. It would have been neat if we found a survivor Padawan there practicing the techniques from the holocron she found on the illusion of Johnny. Oh! Oh yeah, I know what you mean. I'm not following you, Blue Knot, man. Who's a she in this equation? Okay, then the force because for it kill for herself, therefore she could act as an unwilling object lesson. Shit, why would the force want to teach anybody anything? The force does not directly control anyone. I mean, Kreia certainly alluded to that being the case. And some might say we've actually seen it happen. Overload the terminal. You got 10 seconds. Give me time to research chat. I mean, in the Star Wars universe, the Force is essentially considered a god or the god or their god, whatever you want to call it. The Force wielder are God's chosen people. Maybe. Or maybe force fielders are just people who roll the biological dice and Force users would consider themselves God's chosen because, you know, human arrogance. People do that all the time. Oh, what was it? What was it? That lag? Can you go full light side and still kill all the masters? By that, I guess you mean kill... Oh, Melian, okay, I haven't seen you around there before, man. But yeah, you mean fully aligned? Yeah, you can. Absolutely. You can kill all the masters and still end up at the end with all light side points. Even without using cheats. There's more than enough light side points to go around. There are differences between God and the Force. Well, of course there are. God doesn't go around giving certain people magical powers. Giving, or just, you know, allowing them to be able to do it based on, I don't know, something in the bloodstream or whatever the case may be. Tamper with the will. There we go. This data pad is the will of the dead salvager. It's badly misspelled. Used to indicate. Now it says that his possession should go to you. Exactly. Never met the bloke. Biological dice. You're not looking at it thematically. I'm not? Shit. There's no such thing as chance or luck in Star Wars. I don't know. Maybe you're right, maybe you're wrong. You're not wrong, but you're not going deeper. Are you talking to me or talking to Luke? I mean, they're talking to... But yeah. But I mean, because... People who are force sensitive, if they have children, those children tend to be force sensitive as well. Makes me think biology. Although, sometimes they aren't force sensitive at all. What are you guys doing back here, man? Follow me. Come on. Keep up. Shit. Ugh. God damn it. Woman. Jesus. Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi, ladies and gentlemen. How's it going?
Is someone out there?
There he is.
Anybody? Help! Plague wrecks are everywhere! Help me! I'm trapped in here!
I'm being shady. What are you talking about? No, I'm not. If I'm trying to manipulate you, will not me. I mean, come on, there's nothing you can do about that. It's gonna happen. Don't reply.
Hello? Anybody? Flaming sub-level playing tricks on me.
I'll be right back. In fact, yeah, I might as well just kill this bitch.
Braved the perils of the sub-level, yes. Many stories and artifacts in your possession. This is fortuitous for myself and associates.
Being not mad by repeating that your opinion is yours and not correct. I think if his house ran into a wall with her face.
Even richer bounty.
God is a consciousness capable of manipulating causality by being a manifestation of the law of identity.
Can be quite
influence gain, free to coin. Sure, why not? But then that would suggest that we don't have, if God exists, then we don't have free will at all. Unless you go through the deistic route and say that God does exist, he created reality, but he doesn't manipulate the universe around us. That's like the American founding fathers believed in. Yeah. I'm afraid your death won't be painless.
So, This is your threat? Is terror what I'm supposed to feel?
Manipulation by its very nature is subtle.
About Jedi
Right. I was thinking about that today.
And now, Jedi, we shall fight.
No, I'll fight. You die.
Let us
I shall make this one see. A weakness is revealed.
What an idiot. Look at you, all dead. Now then. Here. Can I? No, I can't. I wonder. Okay, hold on. Yeah, go check something. Yeah, why do you call it a him? God is obviously not human. So, I guess, I mean, god damn it. Screw it. People look at God from a human perspective. Yeah, they tend to do that. Which is technically incorrect. It would have to be it. Technically. Because he's a male, we all know that. What the hell are you talking about? We don't know anything about God. We don't even know if it even exists.
Is someone out there? Anybody? Help! Lagrix are everywhere! Help me! I'm trapped in here!
People look at everything from a human perspective because they're people. Yeah, because they're humans. That's the entire idea. That's why philosophy is as ultimately fruitless as it is fascinating. You can go around in circles and still be subject to your own perceptions. Haven't you watched movies? I've seen a lot of movies. I don't know what that has to do with anything, though. God became one with the Force. Can God be female? I mean, if the being is all powerful, then yeah, he can be whatever in the hell it wants. If it wants to transform itself into a female human being, then yeah.
I could.
I guess.
But if there's another
if
one
that's
of those
the
damn
idea.
beasts out there, I'll
But then
take
you
one.
end up with that old paradox. If God is all powerful, then can he create a substance that go with he again? It's just see what I mean? Humans tend to default into that. But yeah, if God is all powerful, then can it create a substance that can't be destroyed even by God? But that would make God no longer all powerful because now it can't destroy it. So it's a paradox. It's a paradox. Hey, Joran.
Yes, yes, I am.
You don't say.
I locked
Open the
door
damn
in
door.
Here. I thought I was going to be Lagrek compost. Did you take care of him, stranger?
No, did that.
You must be fierce with a blaster then.
Sure.
Give me a moment. I sort of jammed the door a bit. Just don't leave.
Charles Xavier.
Saving me. I thought those Lagrex had.
There we go. Sure. Welcome, man. Welcome. I haven't seen you around here before. I think. Or actually, I think you have been here before. Saving you. How quaint. You have something I want.
What are you talking about? I'm not giving you anything.
Yes, you are. People think you're already dead. They're right.
This is not wise. Indiscriminate violence will gain you little.
That is absolutely 100% true, Kreia. But as you can see, this is a dark side run. So, yeah. Oh, no.
Just as bad as tape delay.
Okay, I'll just keep quiet then. And I'm gonna kill this bitch. Influence lost, Kreia, of course. But we'll deal with that later.
It is strange. As you acted, suddenly I acted.
Of course you did.
It is like we were fighting in tandem as a force bond.
You don't say.
Though I do not feel the same connection. Your impulse to kill, to attack that one, I felt it mirrored in me. It was a strange sensation. It was as if I had no choice in the matter.
By the way, is the sound okay for everybody? I'm trying out something new. I lowered the music and the sound effects in the game itself and left the voice high. How's it going? Yeah. First one?
Yes, that bond that develops between master and their apprentice. Or between those that feel the force. Traumatic moments can bind. Just as proximity and slow growth may bind as well.
How do you know he's wrong? Everyone's wrong, everyone's right. Can't prove a god exists, you can't disprove a god exists. We go around in circles, yes. You always have a choice, but you made the right one.
Perhaps. Nevertheless,
Like killing that man.
the impulse was strong.
Of course it was. Alright, let's go. Influence gained for Zaz. Influence lost, Kreia. Different reasons. Okay, now to kill that Padawan. Get out of here. Ooh! It's gas grenade. The devil is a lesser degree of consciousness that cannot control all of causality, yet has power over it to corrupt individual through their passions. Without evidence, everything is considered an opinion, including whether or not God exists. Since there is no evidence, then I don't know what to do then. Then it's just a matter of whether or not, you know, you should or want to or feel you have to.
Rex, you've killed them.
I certainly did.
They're my pets.
Yeah, and I do it all over again.
I'm not a thief.
Of course you are.
You're one of them. I'm a Padawan.
Of course you are.
What do you mean?
I'm tired of this. You're too weak to be allowed to live.
Why are you still here? Go. This is my home. You won't leave alive. I hate
Sure I will.
you.
But you won't. Nice lightsaber you got there. I'll take it. There we
Is your bloodlust finally satisfied?
Not quite yet, Kreia. You didn't say anything about God. What the hell are you talking about? We were talking about God this whole time because of you. Weren't we? I'm pretty sure you're the one who brought it up. What happened? I prefer the idea of God being an entity / being, but through history, God is typically male and the goddess is female. In the sense of an actor being male and an actress being female. Just grammar is saying that. So proper grammar, yes. Although I would recommend you, Charles, I recommend you finish writing out the sentence before pressing enter. We've had issues with such things lately. People end up blowing up the chat, and I end up seeing less of people's messages in the chat. So you know, let's try and keep things efficient around here. God is a God, that's all. I don't want to talk about it. That seems to be Cart's yeah, you know, famous saying. I don't want to talk about it. The interesting thing about Jedi is they ignore human emotions, yet they succumb to those feelings when there's desperate look, when they're desperate. I think it's more like they inevitably find themselves in situations where it demands emotion, and they have no idea what to do now. They don't know how to deal with it because they've tried to ignore it their whole lives, and now it's like you know, you encounter something for the first time, and you encounter something you should have encountered naturally throughout your life all of a sudden, and it overwhelms you. Now then, where were we? Thief catching. Right, found the thief, of course. Too lazy
Admiral,
to...
this is Mikal. I have found the exile.
You don't say. The Greek gods of both genders changed into whatever they wanted. Yeah, wasn't Zeus flying around as a bird fucking people? Well, other birds, I guess. The day is also grammatically incorrect. Plural. Yeah, using day as a plurality.
Any luck on getting my modulator back from...
Found a thief.
Excellent. How did you deal with Joran?
Well, Joran wasn't the thief, but I killed him anyway.
Really? You must have been very persuasive.
Yeah.
I'm relieved this situation is finally resolved.
Very persuasive.
You have more than
persuasive
earned this
indeed.
reward.
I persuaded her guts all over the floor. Okay, who else? You slice the wheel to indicate salvages. Yeah, here we go. I get my booty.
It's you again.
Yeah, it's me
Well,
again.
you know who I am. I figure
You
you got a reason
for coming back.
You
Want something? Dead salvagers claim.
I'll tell you what I
Tell all those grubby salvagers. No body, no claim.
I'm
No longer even looking at the wills or credit notes.
And
If you think that's gruesome, then go space yourself. Oh, what a nice way of telling me to go have sexual relations with myself. Yes. Philosopher. I don't give a good freaking damn if a god is he, she, it, they, her, he, she. Until I see some piping hot tea on his existence, Miss God is dismissed. I mean, hey man, you gotta wonder. Though, I mean, at the same time, like, yeah, you know, you can be on the fence. You be like, I don't know where the fuck all this crap came from. Why doesn't Cray have a weapon? Yeah, like a physical weapon. She doesn't need one. She can talk her way out of any situation. What is this bump on my neck? Try shaving. Yeah, I got the bodies right here. Where? You got him? You got a little bit of him in your pocket?
Let me see the will. I'll be glad to get rid of this claim and get those salvagers out of my headquarters. Let me see. He left his claim to you.
How'd he even? You know what?
At this point, I don't even care. I'll have one of the militia get the claim for you. Here's your claim.
Yeah, thanks.
I'll go let the salvagers know that it's been taken care of. Hopefully, this is the last I hear of it.
It is. Trust me, it is. I got a lightsaber and a superior disrupting emitter. Wow. Getting lightsabers all over the place here. Look at all this. Look at all this crap. Okay, what else we got? Lost in the Shadows. To capture Vrook alive. Yeah, that comes later. Taking apart one of the atmospheric sensors. Right. Which leads into changing of the guard, I'm pretty sure. Okay. Let's go over here then. And let's snitch.
I hope that you haven't run into any difficulties you couldn't deal. Is there anything else?
I'm here to snitch on your boy.
I have no doubt that Barun means well, but I have every confidence in Zeron. I would ask
you
you to
know?
ignore anything Barun asked of you. He doesn't see the full scope.
I have evidence that Zeron's actually endangering Gunda.
What have you learned, Jedi?
Found these atmospheric sensors. Zeron's been using them to spy on the mercenaries.
Very well. I will deal with the situation as I must. Guard, please bring Zeron and Baroon here immediately.
It won't benefit over others. That the prize is the understanding of reality that allows you to grasp it for your own benefit over others that have not grasped it. Grasped.
Do you deny this?
I deny nothing.
Phrasing it like that.
I have done everything for the good of
holding
Kunda.
Understanding over other people.
Mercenaries are a real threat, but many are blind to it.
I have no choice but to err on the side of diplomacy. Until further notice, I am giving command of the militia to Baroon. I hope, Zeron, that you will continue to serve as Baroon's second in command.
I believe you're making a mistake, Terena, but I will not let my pride compromise the militia. I will still serve.
Of course you will.
Thank you, Zeron. You are dismissed.
Indeed you are.
I'm grateful for your support, Administrator. As the
Yeah. Oh, bitch. Go clean up your nose. I guess you have a reason you don't have a nickname? What are you talking about? His name's Dot.
I hope that you have... Is there any...
Nope, nothing else. Alright, how we doing? Alright, I guess ready to go. Tra-la-la-la-la. This way. You shouldn't assume what a bitch is thinking or what she does and doesn't understand. Huh. You should call Kreia grandma, and when she goes back to her true self, you should call her mean grandma. She doesn't have any grandchildren though. You know? Why debate God if you know people have different perspectives on what God is? That's what I'm talking about, Charles. That's the way you do it. You write the whole sentence, and then you hit enter. Thanks, man. Thanks for the, oh, here we go. The modification. Here's more of that. Oh, hi. Yeah, how's it going? Hey, they don't attack you. What's going on? Can I take a look? Wow. Do you have an extra Sun gland? No? Can I hold your gland real quick? Yeah. I'm gonna hold on to it. So, yeah. Not having a name is 3 layer of manipulation. People can't find me. Is that necessarily constitutes manipulation? Just lack of information. Lacking the means for manipulation. But yeah, I guess people can't find you, but can people find me? People can't name me. That's not true. You're Dot. And 3 people cannot attach themselves to me. Again, you're Dot. Easily do that. People don't really need a name. I mean, for crying out loud, they just make something up, which they did. Some people call you anonymous. Others call you that Kreia dude. Or Rika. And over here, we're calling you Dot. Stop having sex with the rubble, goddammit. There you go. Damn. Tra-la-la-la-la. What the? We went past it. Oh, yeah, we did. My bad. Alright, this is the place. Where's Visage? Oh, God. This woman's gonna be a death of me. Rockin' Rebel Yell 0830. How's it going, man? Nice to see you here again. 4 speed? Nope, this is not 4 speed at all. I don't even have the... Let's see here. Yeah, I don't even have 4 speed. This is terrible, my friend. We're blazing our way through this game so I can find more content to put on the channel. We're using an incredible amount of cheats so we can get through this game as quickly as possible, looking for more stuff for me to make videos out of. As you can see, I'm about to make my 403rd save file, I think. Vrook's a bitch. There we go. Why? Because Vrook is indeed a bitch. Chris Avalon also wrote the game Planescape Torment. Yeah, I know. I know all too well. And the main character is called the Nameless One. Yeah, I haven't played it yet though.
Settler. This is a restricted area. How the
The
hell
Nameless
did you get
One,
through the Kinrath?
which
You should
means
leave.
his name is essentially the Nameless One. First name Dub, middle name Nameless, last name One. Yeah, they still assign you names to identify you. You know, yeah, as a as a tool. That's why people ask, what do I call you? Otherwise, shit's gonna end up getting kind of confusing. A few names have power and identity. Others can use names as weapons. Names are a hook that can be used to track you. Yeah, remain nameless, and you shall be safe. I mean, to an extent, but that kind of sounds like that anime Death Note. But in that case, I mean, it's written into a book. But yes, I don't deny that, of course, people can use names for reasons. Registries and such, for example. It can be used for nefarious purposes. But at the same time, without a name and living in a society, one might say you might be at a disadvantage. I think his career video went a little too viral for him to be a nobody, at least in the KoTOR community. You're talking about that? Jedi belongs in a cage.
I know that you settlers have a score to settle with Jedi.
Some of these girls get one whiff of that limelight and they then come out here looking crazy. Let's just say Space Jesus is taking spice. That's hey, thanks, Rockin' Rebel. Yes. He's high as high can possibly be. I mean, it's in space. Maybe there's like, less gravity on this planet. See, there's less gravity up there. So you can get high and never come down. Paid imprisonment. Your cage won't hold him.
He's a what? It doesn't matter if he's...
No, it won't, but if you let me make some
If you
altercations.
think you can help keep him secure, take a stab at it.
Sure. To have a name of nothingness is
I
a
have
name.
no idea what
Zero.
you did, but I feel a lot more
Nemo.
certain he's not
Mume.
going anywhere.
All
Here's some
names that
credits.
signify
Appreciate the
nothingness
help. You
are,
really hate
indicated.
This guy. We'll make sure to give him some
Kriya,
special
can you
attention
share your
in
wisdom again
transit.
with us?
As much as you've
After
helped,
all, we're talking
don't
about
come
you.
back. And
What?
don't tell
Who are you
anyone
talking
what
to
we're
now?
up to. This Jedi is taken care of.
I am known, but no one knows me. Yeah, I guess no one knows me either. Names are pretty but pointless. No, pointless. Helps to be able to refer to people. Because they do have a point. Now that Vrook is safely locked away, deal with you mercenary
I
scum.
warned you, but I'm glad you didn't listen. Attack, men.
Yeah. Sure. Thanks for the money, by the way. Now you die. Vrook was never the best strategist.
Always rushing into action without thinking of the consequences.
Oh, God.
What? You're expecting thanks?
No, I'm
Kuda
expecting
is
your
in
bitch
danger
ass on a
and
silver
holding
platter.
The best chance of averting a full-scale conflict. Though perhaps that was your intent.
What do you presume to know of my intentions?
Don't think that I can't sense the taint of the dark side in you.
Of course you can.
It is difficult to perceive with the force here on Dantooine.
Dot may not be a name, but it's still a symbol with meaning attached to it. You mean a period? We see that symbol and attach identity and meaning to it. And even the name Dot. Like Dot's Diner. From Reboot. That was a great show. Didn't know you could do this? Oh, no? You didn't know you could lock him up for good? Well, for good. He still breaks out. I checked. But, yeah. This game has a lot going on for it, man. Check the channel. Rockin' Rebel. Just today, I uploaded a video of something that I found just the other day. And so far, a lot of people are like, wow, I didn't know this was in there. I didn't know either until I found it a couple of days ago. So this game has a lot. I'm trying to find it all. I'm doing the best I can, as you can see. Maybe one day I'll find absolutely everything. We'll see. So yeah, Vrook, before I kill you, you have information I require.
I don't know why you think I'd tell you anything.
Because you just can't help yourself.
You think I would tell you if I knew? There are enough of us left to stop you. And now that you have finally chosen to reveal yourself, you shall answer for
what about Kreia? We know Kreia is not her name because ages. Yeah, so? I mean, yeah, Kreia is what we call her. And when she was a Sith, she was called Darth Treya because she was the Lord of Betrayal. That's some good shit. Gothic Space Jesus. Yes. Who thinks Miss Vrook is a bitter, celibate gay queen? I have killed Zezkael on Nar Shaddaa, and now I shall kill you. Well, no, not quite yet.
You're wasting your time. Anything I tell you will die with you.
No, it won't.
We were not in hiding, despite what you believe. It is you and all those allied with you that hide and must be found.
Allied with me? You know what the fuck you're talking about.
Because you defied the council and followed Revan to war. And from that war
I defied the council!
You know how many worlds were destroyed in those wars? Dantooine, Telos, Sirocco. You see now why we counseled caution instead of action?
No.
The only one to
I see why you're the bitch ass who can now sit back and see. You see what happened because of what you did.
You had lost
asshole.
Your connection to the
what do you think? What do you think would have happened if you had just sat there and got your bitch asses blown up?
No doubt you still blame us for your exile. I had hoped your isolation would give you time to reflect on what had happened, what you had done. But I see it is not.
How could it possibly?
Because you defied the council.
Oh yeah, I did that.
We did
nothing.
Perhaps it is
Dantooine. Yeah. At the end of my trial.
That was in.
Persuade.
Fine.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
I can tell you. Master Kavar felt something had happened to you in the war, but all he had was suspicions, not truths.
If the council had its way, laughs in Mandalorian slavery.
War and took to battle more than a Jedi should. His speculations will not help you now, but enough of this.
Vrook could light up all of London with so many gaslights.
Until they choose to reveal it.
Very nice. Oh, yeah. You know anything about force bonds, dude?
Force bonds? Yeah. Such bonds, still.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
Perhaps.
Dantooine. Yeah, it's not. Right. Kill Zezkael like a little bitch, and I'm gonna kill you just the same. Oh, he's got nothing to say, huh? Well, go on.
You become strong again.
You don't say.
I know not how. This isn't over, exile.
I guess not. But I'm coming for that ass again. Look at him limping off like a little bitch. I'm coming for you, Vrook. Taking you out if it's the last thing I do. I don't need any of this. What am I doing? How is camera? I don't remember these camera. Oh, it's the ones that showed up to kill that guy. Right. Right then. Here we go. Hello, asshole.
I've heard reports of, and I am Ascool, leader of the
If I took the name Jack the Ripper, those old crimes would be attached to me. I don't know if they'd be attached to you, but people would certainly start to thinking. You know, they get to thinking. They'd be like, Jack the Ripper must have died fucking 100 years ago. But all of a sudden, this dude shows up and starts calling himself Jack the Ripper. What's he up to? Starts calling himself Jack the Ripper. Self-imposed. It's messed up. The only reason they called him Jack the Ripper was because, shit, he's killing people. I don't think he was calling himself Jack the Ripper, was he? Was Jack the Ripper leaving his own, like, calling sign Jack the Ripper, like, written in blood on the crime scene? I don't think he was. So, yeah. What do you want me to do? No, I've not even been playing as Sol and Kunda.
That's correct, and I want you to help me.
You don't say. What's in it for me?
According to my reports, I have 4 times as many soldiers as the militia, and I'm committed to taking Kunda. It is inevitable that
Hey, KoTOR, how's it going, man?
If you wish to
Nice to see you here again. How's it going with you?
People of Dantooine, you will make it easier for me to take Kunda.
You don't say.
Of course, I will pay well for your services.
Pay well, huh? Money, you say? What do you have in mind?
There are many ways someone with your abilities can aid us.
Mm-hmm.
Before the action begins, I have 2 main tasks.
Disable the turrets, disable the traps. Alright.
Deal with the turrets. Decide quickly. I have a slaughter to plan.
Oh, of course you do. But you just want me to do all the work. all the pre-work, I guess. Alright, I'll help you. Or you can lie and say, okay, I'll help you. Which the only difference being that if you choose this one, then you'll get dark side points. If you lie and say, okay, I'll help you, then you don't get dark side points. But it ends up the same either way. You have options now. But since this is the dark side run, let's go.
Return to me when you are ready for us to begin.
And then Kreia says,
I warn you not to keep me waiting.
Well maneuvered. With both the mercenaries and the militia counting on your aid, you can influence the outcome of the situation as you see fit.
Exactamundo. I got some of that influence I lost earlier. Got that back. Is this guy still here? He is still here.
I have nothing more to say to you.
I guess not. Right. Take these out. Nice. Done and done. Ah, damn it. Press the wrong goddamn button. Yeah, I'm still not following this Ruby Belial's thing, but I'm told that it's a thing from Jedi Outcast.
You're just in time.
I am.
Dorena told me you've been searching for her friend. Well, I'm going to have to ask you to put that on hold for now, as I've been telling Dorena. I've just received solid proof that the mercenaries are planning to annihilate Kunda.
They sure are.
We need your help.
I've placed Zeron back in charge.
You see this manifesting revenge of the Sith when every Jedi is massacred and Yoda feels their death because he trained them all. Yeah.
Zeron says
Force
that even
bonds.
with a plan, the mercenaries have
And then you see this with, you know, the exile where created such strong force bonds that and so many of them died at the same time that some real shit went down.
Right now, just us and the militia. I don't want to create a needless panic. But
Out here plotting and scheming with the girls just like they do in the gay YouTube streets.
Though if we lose this battle,
I think you're making that sound a bit more like dramatic than it is.
Our militia is effective at peacekeeping, but isn't prepared for a full-scale battle.
Did you know that Kyle is neutral even if he calls himself a Jedi?
Besides that,
I mean,
look around
okay.
Kunda
He
and
says
see
that
what you can
force
do to
powers,
strengthen our
good or
defenses.
bad,
I know
doesn't
that we
matter
don't
as
have
long
the
as you
perimeter
remain a
turrets
good
online,
person.
and that alone could make a significant
It matters on how you use them.
Zeron says there is a
It's funny thinking about manipulation because I always suggest people
Anything
think
you
for
can do to
themselves,
slow them down,
and they always
turn
think
the tide of battle.
I'm always manipulating them. I mean, if you want to get technical on, you know, in here, then technically you are manipulating them by trying to convince them that they should think for themselves if they aren't. You're making a change to something, and that change only happens due to your direct intervention.
I have instructed.
Alright, bye. Thanks for the keys. The keys to the castle. I can burn your bitch asses from the inside. Here we go. Can I wonder though, maybe I should try something. Can I side? No, I don't think I can. I was thinking, can I side with the settlers? And when the fight starts, switch sides? Because I know I can side with the mercenaries, and then once the fighting starts, I switch sides to the settlers. But is the other way around true? I might as well try it. Deactivate the turrets. There we go. Go over here. And let's cripple some bitches. Hello, droid. Reactivate the droid. Modify the droid programming to immobilize the patients. Done and done. Now we go over here. Shit. I think I made a mistake. Wait, no I didn't. Actually, you know what? I did make a mistake. What the hell am I doing? I wasn't supposed to. Anyway. Okay, hold up. Pretty sure I made a mistake here. Don't let yourself be manipulated. Also a display of manipulate. Ah, god damn it. Ah, you know what? It doesn't matter. So yeah. Engage, defense, no. Target priority. Now we're talking. Wait. Oh, okay. Activate them first. There we go. Now for you. Hydro spanner, right? I'm gonna snitch on him too. Okay. Oh shit, I just remember I need to... No, anyway. No, I don't. Target priority. Reprogram defense droids to defend the hostiles. Perfect. There we go. The disciple.
Welcome back.
No, bye. Hopefully I get to kill him too. Shows you as a hypocrite and funny. What are we talking about? Shit. Beaches of Spira. Final Fantasy 10? Universe? Alright, let's see if we can... Let's save here. Let's see if we can switch sides.
Do you require... soon?
I was right about you.
No, you weren't.
Mercenaries aren't... You sure?
Yep.
Alright. Then we got a lot to do.
Of course we do. Suggestions are still manipulation. Pretty much.
The administrator's locked up in her office tight. And the
garage door, yeah. So.
First squad is most experienced. The only squad that could go blaster to blaster against the mercs. Second squad has a lot of passion, but no experience. Third squad is new and not trained too well, and they may break in combat. They need a good leader to make them effective.
Right.
So, where do you think the first squad should be deployed?
Inside.
Battles that had the least dying were always led by Jedi. I'm gonna go with what you think.
Sure you
Where do you want the second squad?
Right, the front entrance.
Right. Where do you want the third squad, the new recruits?
And the back.
Fine by me. The last question is, where do you want to go? Once either one of us...
Right. I'll take the front.
That's what I was thinking too. That's a...
Yeah, sure. Have you talked with the men?
Tell them what's there to...
If I
all right.
So can I manipulate them towards right? Tell them this is their chance to make history. Remind them their friends and family are counting on them. Warn them not to get killed. Tell them they're all doomed. Nothing hurts more than a blaster shot to the groin. If you've ever been shot, there are no words to describe how much pain you're going to feel. Awaken Infinity over on Twitch. How's it going, man? Nice to see you here again. How's it going with you, man? Welcome, welcome. We're about to destroy Kunda and kill Vrook. And there are many other ways you can get maimed and seriously injured. I expect most of us are going to die today, as you might want to think about all the things you care about. It won't matter soon. Yeah, that's it, really. God damn.
I'm no speaker, but I don't think that helped much.
It didn't.
That's the way the militia acts every time I give a speech, too.
Damn.
Let's get ready for the mercenaries. If we fall here, all of Dantooine falls with us.
How about me? You know, hanging in there.
Tell me what you see, soldier.
They're mobilizing the militia. Looks like a lot of activity down there.
They've been warned. It won't be of any use. The plan doesn't change. Captains,
good to hear you
doing
well.
Their leader, Administrator Tarina, must not survive the battle.
Of course.
Everything else is secondary to that objective.
Let's see now. I'm pretty sure I can't switch sides until we get to the inside. That's when I can switch sides. That's not what I wanted to do. But then I wonder what happens if I keep going with this. You know what? Yeah, I'm going to keep going with this for now and see what Vrook does. Yeah, let's go with Kreia and Mandalore. Okay. Woo! Toasty. Woo!
Who wants to die first?
My. Kill him. So ironically, the Christian perception of things is inherently flawed. Inherently. Oof. Let me teach you some slang you'll hear in the LGBT streets. Reading and getting you together. But means cussing folks out in a classy way. Reading and getting you together. Huh. Okay. Mandalore's down.
This shall not stop us.
Oh no. Oh no, Kreia's down too.
We've lost too many soldiers. Fall back inside.
Christianity is inherently contradictory in nearly every element.
So you're the Jedi. I take it you are.
We've already
for the
met.
surprises we've had during this battle. Stand aside. Our quarrel is with a distinguished administrator. This isn't your problem.
Yeah, like I wanted to see what Vrook would do after I kicked his ass and still saved Kunda. Let's see what he does.
You have no idea who you're talking. I was trained.
Malik's Academy. Yeah. That's not impressive. What the hell? That was the wrong target. This asshole.
Thank you so much for your aid. You can be sure that Dantooine will not forget how the Jedi protected us from this threat.
Vrook, do you have anything to say?
I'm sorry to offend you. You are, of course, our savior. And
if someone says, get that hoe together, she's about to get dragged for filth. Wait. Choose, you choose what's correct, incorrect, and morality as a product of personal perception. A general misunderstanding of morality. All of philosophy originates from personal perception, but it doesn't make it subjective. I mean, morality is inherently subjective. It isn't always necessary to prove anything. Proof isn't always necessary to prove anything. I think it is. But if I call someone childish and they react with shouting and physical violence, I proved my point without evidence. Well, no, the evidence was their reaction. That's the evidence.
We are a humble community, and this conflict has greatly diminished our resources. I hope this reward will be sufficient.
Keep the money and use it to build a statue of me in honor of my heroism.
Okay. Certainly. I will commission a great statue of your likeness.
Wonderful.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have much work to do. Dantooine will be slow to rebuild, but I am confident now that we will one day achieve prosperity.
Evidence as far as physical proof? I guess you could record it. You know, if you have a video camera handy. Morality is not inherently subjective. How can it not be? How can it possibly not be? If I say something is wrong, someone else is going to come along and say it's right. Who's the arbiter? There is no single arbiter of what is good or bad. Just human perception.
I should have stopped you long ago. Your machinations end here, outcast.
You're still gonna kill me? Wow. Don't make me kill you, Vrook.
No more words. Defend yourself or perish.
That's what you want.
He is overconfident. Observe how he handles his
Kriya's right there. My
He is
mouse
using
moving.
Ataru, an aggressive form, best suited for single opponents. You can easily defeat him by encircling him with your companions or by using blaster fire. Be wary of his power.
The standard for whether something is objective is whether the logical interpretation of sense data to reach non-contradictory conclusions from the facts of reality. The arbiter is reality. Whether it is contradictory according to the requirements of human life. The arbiter being reality, but it needs to be something we could perceive. For example, physical forces, like the one we like to call gravity. If you throw a rock in the air, it always falls back to Earth. That is something that is verifiable. You can't verify if something is morally good or bad. Is it morally subjective for me to kill you? Well, no. Killing is an act. You have to ask, is it morally subjective for you to kill me being the right thing? Yes, it is subjective. Because that's just my opinion saying that, yes, killing me would be the wrong thing to do. But you can easily come to the conclusion or some way by coming up with some sort of excuse or saying that I did something to you to justify that action. I am studying your technique. Your form is about as subtle as a charging boma.
You think you can learn my technique just by watching me? It takes a Jedi Master years to perfect it.
Nevertheless, learn your form.
It's not possible.
Of course I is.
You must be stopped.
Well, that's just not gonna happen. There we go.
It is something the Sith, the assassins that stalk us, can do. It is of the dark side. The ability to feed on life, the Force. The closer one comes to it, it makes them stronger for a time.
A dog is not a dog and a cat at the same time. No, a dog is a dog. Unless we chose to call it a cat. But we didn't. We chose to call them dogs. The rationality that allows me to kill you is hilarious. It can be, but people do it all the time. What do you think war is about? People are constantly trying to find excuses to kill other people. Turn on the news and you'll see it. Every day. Do you not value your life? Of course I do. But that's me valuing my own life. Others may not value my life. Or they see my life as being detrimental to existence. Never know. Or they see value in taking my life. They can somehow gain from it.
Not all techniques in the Force are learned through practice and training. This is something instinctual, born from experience. It is a way that they fill the hollow places where the Force used to be.
Fill the hollow places where the Force used to be. Mukgva. Wow. Ma'ukva. Ma'ukgva. Yeah, Ma'ukgva. That's how you pronounce that. Were you trying to write psychology there, Blue Nightmare? Why can't you suck all Force users besides the Masters dry from the Force when you kill them? I would have to guess that it's because they're particularly strong in the Force. Because it's like she said, like Kreia says at the end, that Nihilus is just the pinnacle of what that ability can reach, to the point where you can suck the life out of not just Force sensitives, but from anything that feels the Force. But anyway, we're loading up. We're siding with the mercenaries wholeheartedly. Let's go. The psychology will be a manipulation to an extent. Goddamn right. You're trying to change the mental chemistry of someone's mind. Very much true. Like maybe the use of chemicals, but also just through talking. You get someone who's suicidal to no longer be suicidal. You've successfully manipulated them to not be suicidal. So yeah, I found your Hydro Spanner. It's got your name on it. I'm killing you now, and I'm getting the bomb.
Your brutality grows tiresome.
What are you talking about? The man broke the law. I had no choice. Thorium charges. It's easy to blame others or God for bad actions. Yeah, something people do all the time. But fail to understand that they made that choice. You can't make anyone else the scapegoat of your decisions. People being wrong doesn't make it automatically wrong all the time. Nah, I guess it depends on who you talk to. She needs to be protected on the streets. Tell me about Star Killer. Any thoughts? I mean, thanks, Miles. Papito's a cool dude. Thanks, Montel. Yeah. It's not a compliment I hear all that often, actually. Awaken the Faith said he wore a lot of armor for a Jedi. I know, right? I mean, Jesus Christ. 2 sets of armor plating and the Jedi robe on top of that. Christ almighty. This dude was ready for... He was ready for something. Hey, welcome back, fellow changeling. Top 3 KoTOR companions. A few, but not worth it because he canonly is erased from existence? Galen Merrick? The clone of Galen Merrick?
I won't wait.
Or just the apprentice? As I think they called him. Ready to go.
Good. I will deploy men to surround Kunda and attack all 3 entrances.
Found out while eating that Adventure Time is getting an epilogue movie next year? Really? Huh. Brutality indeed grows tiresome. She starts saying, you know, stuff like that after the first, Our psychotic urges all that drive you. Recommend you focus your attack on the weakest entrance.
Okay. Which entrance is their weakest?
On second thought, be best to spread out your troops.
You heard the Jedi. Move out, men.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
Come on, Jedi. You're leading the first wave.
Of course I am. So anyway, if you want me to prove, let me go back to the proof, objective morality, I can do that. I kind of doubt that.
I can't believe you betrayed us. Terena was wrong for trusting a Jedi.
She certainly was, but I'm not a Jedi.
That was a pretty speech, but it changes nothing. We'll fight to defend our homes. For Kunda.
For Kunda indeed. Let's bring in the waifus then. Logically, humans are beings of volitional consciousness, rational animals, under Aristotle's definition. This means that humans are condemned to make choices. Yes. You can either be selfish, selfless, apathetic, but you are forced to make those choices no matter what. I'm with you so far. Anyway, Zeron, you die first. Light side points gained. God damn it. All because I asked. It'll be fine. I'll get the dark side points back later.
We've breached the perimeter, Askel.
They're falling before us like herd beasts to the slaughter. Still, a lesson must be taught about resistance. Kill everyone.
Yes, sir.
The Greek philosopher who said that humans had 2 heads naturally?
I should have stopped you long ago. Your machinations end here, outcast.
I don't know. Regardless of those 3 choices, you have to nonetheless make choices. You cannot not make choices. There's no avoiding it. Yes, I got you. Hey, Leonard Kirsch, how's it going, man? Let's see you here again. And Lelouch, the anti-reformist. Man, goodness. Thank goodness 100% Star Wars isn't here. He'd be all over you, Lelouch. That's his favorite anime. He says it's the best anime of all time. I disagree. But it's still really, really good. Target Zeron, everyone else dies first. Yeah, that's pretty much what happened. But, alright, Vrook. I told you I was coming for that ass again. You've lived far too long, old man.
No more words. Defend yourself or perish.
He is overconfident.
He certainly is.
Observe how he handles his lightsaber. He is using Ataru, an aggressive form, best suited for single opponents.
And by making choices, you have to choose values. These give meaning to your life by seeking to act to gain and keep them.
Further enhanced using this form.
You can be simultaneously apathetic and selfless. You can care about no one and nothing, including yourself. Maybe a nihilist? To summarize, making choices and choosing values is the identity of humans, and what gives us meaning in life. It can all these girls in the chat who miss legendary motor carrier Fisher say aye. Attack on Titan is still the best anime. Change my mind. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. I haven't even seen it yet though. From there, you have to establish meta-ethics. The fact that we are volitional beings that make choices means that you have to rely on your strength, creativity, and knowledge to keep your volition. What happens if you only kill 1 or 2 of the masters but keep the others alive? Well, I did that in my previous playthrough. I killed... Who did I kill? I killed Zeskayel. Which means when I arrive on the Jedi... at the Jedi Enclave, Vrook and KoTOR is there waiting for you. And they say some stuff about, I should have killed you when I heard the chant. When I first saw you, Vrook says that. And, blah, blah, and then you're forced to kill them both. Now, on this playthrough, I'm killing Vrook and I'm killing KoTOR, but I left Zeskayel alive. So now I want to see what he has to say when I get to the Jedi Enclave, and he's the only one there. After that, I can mix and match, you know, maybe kill Vrook but leave KoTOR and Zeskayel alive. But either way, I'm expecting that I'll be forced to kill them. Awaken Infinity over on Twitch says, do all the Jedi default to attacking because you're dark side or just Vrook? No, just Vrook. Vrook is the only one who's like, you're on the dark side. But the others kind of acknowledge it in a little, you know, they acknowledge it in different ways, but they're not immediately hostile. And Vrook, even if you're on the dark side, Vrook can't be talked down. You tell him you want to change, whatever. Lesson of the true. This is the teaching of the true lesson of strength. Right. Rely on no other strength but your own. Meta-ethically, this is the foundation. Never become dependent on others. Always rely on your strength, knowledge, and creativity to survive rather than others. Oh, your playthrough is testing my question. Yeah, I did that already. I mean, I got a lot. Lelouch, I gotta tell you, man, I have a lot of save files. I think I have 403 at this point because I use them to quickly get footage I need for the YouTube channel. Check the YouTube channel, by the way, if you haven't already, because that's what I'm doing now. I'm just speeding my way through the game so I can find more content to upload. That's the point here. That's what we're doing. That's why I got this kill stick. That's what that is, a kill stick. Kills everything, one hit. Hey, Birdie Sanders, how's it going, man? Nice to see you here. Hope you enjoyed your boy in last night's debate. So after that, you establish normative ethics, seeking value, striving for excellence gives meaning in life. For example, making YouTube videos gives me happiness, and doing good ones gives me meaning. Good ones. I mean, good. Again, we can have a conversation of what determines a good video is. It needs to be, you know, it needs to be third parties that define that, you know, that gives it that title. If you give that title, then, I mean, could be a problem. So to summarize, ontologically, humans need to choose. Meta-ethically, we must rely on our strength to keep choosing. Normative ethics, we must choose values to give meaning to our lives. Okay?
You think you can learn my technique just by watching me?
Of course I am.
It takes
a
Jedi Master years to perfect it.
I watch your videos. I usually miss your streams though. Oh, okay. Lelouch. I got you then. Thanks, man. Thanks for watching the videos then, man. Tell your friends about me. Lelouch. Trying to make this channel grow. Yeah.
It's not possible.
Of course it is.
You must be stopped.
Yeah, maybe, but that's not gonna happen. Because I'm going to kill you now. By using this ability called Kill. There we go. After that, you establish applied ethics, which is done with rights. It is the moral sanction that protects individual volition choice, that limits one choice without infringing on others' choices. I mean, yeah, this is all well and good. I'm still with you, but so far you're still describing things that people electively do. Except for the part of we inevitably find ourselves making choices. The choices we make, though, are all left up to us. We decide which choice would be the best and which would be beneficial and which wouldn't be, which we define as good and bad. But go on. Infinite debate. This is essentially an infinite debate due to the fact that all humans have different perceptions and perspective. Pretty much, yes, but yeah, it's an infinite debate if, you know, because I mean, it's easy to find someone who believes in objective morality. They're usually religious. Usually. A good video is some ish that keeps me entertained while my man is getting fresh for me. See, there you go. That's one definition of a good video. Here's the definition. A subjective one. Rights protect individuals from choosing values and makes it so that each individual is free to live. Hey, Dylan Rohan. How's it going, man? Nice to see you here again. How's it going with you? Awaken Infinity asks, wait, I wonder what would happen if you were dark enough to trigger this reaction, but went neutral in the conversation? I don't know if there's enough points from... yeah, I think you have to be... I don't know how dark you have to be for him to acknowledge it, though. So, and there isn't that many points to get on the way.
The Sith, the assassins that stalk us.
So rights systematically allow the application of individuals from being human.
The Force, the closer one comes
rights.
to it, it makes them stronger for
rights. A time. If an individual uses force to remove their right, you push them from merely living, but into survival. Jack Black. Jack Black. If I was raised a Christian, thought that I would go to hell if I don't believe, if all my friends and family have always been Christian, do I really have the choice to become a Buddhist? I mean, do you have the choice? Yeah, the choice is always there. Whether or not you actually commit to it, I mean, it's up to you. Well, let's see what... Well, calm down, Miles. Let's see what happens now. This time, you know. Second chances and all that.
Not all techniques in the Force.
If you decide to mug someone by putting a gun to their head, you're limiting their volition and removing their ability to live and choose. Right. And you may be doing that so that you don't starve to death.
You should have let him live.
Might find yourself in a
fetched a fine price on Nar Shaddaa. Kunda is ours.
Difficult
thanks in part to
situation.
your assistance. Here, take your reward, Jedi.
If you mug someone, you're telling an individual to either die or denying something they value. Guarl, how does a bitch deal with homophobia out in these streets? I'm not sure, actually. I'm not sure if I can answer that question, Miles. I must go. Have a good night. Please check out Attack on Titan. I will eventually. Yeah. I'll watch Attack on Titan at some point, Leonard. Trust me. But yeah, take care of yourself, man. Peace. See you next time. Therefore, the application of force to violate individual rights denies an individual from living. Force to violate... Right. Like a totalitarian state or something. Or the mugging. But then the mugging is, temporary. Maybe the totalitarian state is too. You would hope. Credits.
Fine, greedy Jedi. You'll get 50% more. Take it and go. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a date with the administrator.
A date with the administrator. You're dressed to do more than that, I'm sure. This is why if I decide to kill you, you are denying an individual of their ontological being.
What you've done here. You'll pay for your
This is the purpose of the government, protecting individuals from themselves.
Than you had to be. Now
so from ontology to meta-ethics, to normative ethics, to applied ethics, You can establish objective morality. You lost me. If I decided to kill you regardless of the reason, you're violating the individual from being human. And this applies objectively. I don't know, that's kind of a reach. That's kind of a runaround to get to that conclusion. You're violating the individual from being human. Maybe you're being human by mugging them. It's something that humans can be driven to. I mean, humans killing other humans is technically a pretty human thing to do. We have the means. We do it all the time. Ah, Christ. Totalitarian states negate individual rights by putting the state higher than the individual. I've established objective morality. Are you sure? When properly applied, goddamn, when properly applied, that in of itself, you use a word like that, individuals cannot be allowed to harm others with the exceptions of the police that protects individuals. You forgot about armed forces. Man, at one point in time, we had executioners. Everyone thought that was right. If someone broke the law, of course you take their heads off. That's the right thing to do. Now we no longer think like that. We've decided that it isn't beneficial. That is the wrong thing to do.
Systems failing, master. Systems failing, master.
The essence of being human is to choose. And that's including the choice to not get involved, to not make a choice at all, or just make the choice to do nothing. Rickblade. To deny individuals from being capable of choosing absolutely is to be against the ontology of being human. That happens very often. And I can't in any way say that that's objectively wrong. You know, it isn't like nature. It isn't like verifiable. There isn't anything to it that you could use as quote unquote evidence, let's say. It's a tough cookie. Objective morality. Objective morality often comes down to people telling other people what to do. Like even your own. Denying someone their humanity. I mean, at one point, everyone thought that slavery was you know, it's just the way it is. It was right. It was the way. You have yourself a slave. Nothing wrong about that. You're denying them choices. But it was mainstream. Even an apathetic non-choice is a choice to do nothing. Unless you just don't even give it the time of day at all. You didn't even choose to do nothing. It just slides over you. Like, you know, like with someone who's just completely apathetic. Hey Tyler, how's it going, man? Nice to see you here again. Tyler Evan, ladies and gentlemen. Murdering Vrook? No. That would no. Murdered Vrook. Past tense. Vrook is deader than fried chicken. We're leaving. Yeah, Dantooine done. Let's go. The problem with humans is that being human is to be able to choose. The problem with human. However, denying a person of being able to choose gives an ecstasy. A slave denies individual rights. Well, no, a slave is denied individual rights. But that's okay. Don't worry about it. If genetics determine if you have Down syndrome, having Down syndrome severely limits the choice you have in life. The choices you have in life. Well, like from physical ability, you mean? The same is true for race, because if you were to take everyone who has Down syndrome and put them in a cage or some sort of like institute, then that would be choices being taken away by society. The same is true for race, neural patterns, etc., all determined by genes, which you have no control over. Killed Vrook. Thanks for the Evan Hawk music. Hey, yeah, man, you're welcome. You requested it, so, ask and ye shall receive, Tyler. Argument ad populism as. Dorn? The duality of man, pattern. Freedom is declaring that we want to be able to make choices. Freedom. You may take our bagpipes. You'll never take our freedom. Denying an individual of their freedom. It feels great. I think that depends on who you talk to.
I received an urgent communication for you from Colonel Tobin. Return to the camp as soon as possible and I will tell you more.
Van Dorn. Okay, got the message. Right then. Let's leave the ship, come back in again. If I was born black in America before 1960s, I'd have been quite limited. Yeah, you'd have more limitations put upon you, yeah, that's true. Before the civil rights movement, yeah. You'd find your freedoms limited. And again, everybody, large section of the country was still like, yep, that's the right thing to do. That's morally correct. What was it? To have someone's life at your nothing else. Absolute mercy at the palm of your hands is a feeling beyond any description. It gives you a rush. You're saying, Black and I agree, but we were able to change things. Yes, obviously, Montel. They decided, fuck this, we're changing this bitch. And in came the civil rights movement. And things changed. Well done. Not because of my race, but because of others who limited because of race. Right, there were societal limits placed upon you due to characteristics you were not in control of. What exactly do you get up to when not making fits? Come on, man. About the lollies and Kreia. I mean, wait a minute. I think he's only ever made like let's say 3. I think that's made like 3 KoTOR videos. If you count, I pushed the Kreia one, of course, the philosophy of Kreia. The True Lessons of Strength, and the Grey Jedi. Yes. The choices available to you are based on material circumstances. Like someone mentioned, things like your genes, race, sex, sexuality, culture, education, wealth. But, wait a minute. On material circumstances. If your genes would be considered material. That's excuse me, I had to burp. Those limitations exist does not negate the fact that, ontologically, every individual can make choices. Every individual can make choices. Some are more limited in the amount of choices they can make than others. Yeah. But everyone, in effect, technically makes choices. Yes. Awaken Infinity says, so that is why the entrance to the Dantooine port was so tight? What? What? Talking about here. A video on The Last Jedi. Oh. You made a video about The Last Jedi? Huh. Every individual. It has perspective I should have added in my Grey Jedi video. Okay. A few months ago, I found a weirdo in the YouTube comment section that said people on the spectrum can't form complex thoughts. It's a weird assumption to make. I guess maybe she's never met anyone like that. Moral relativism, subjectivism, and most people thought that shit was okay. Or all a pickle argument wise, and the girls need to throw them away. Also found a weirdo on YouTube comment sections. Said I was helping destroy white people by being mixed. She was a boomer with nothing better to do. Helping destroy white people by being mixed. I'm trying to figure out the logic behind that. I mean, hold up. You actively helping to destroy white people by existing. Huh. Awaken Infinity says to place HK50s there, random encounters, then we're oh, right. Oh, like that. Yeah. They're placed in at strategic locations where they can't be missed. Like they're near the entrance to the Enclave, so it triggers automatically. On the way to the Sith Academy on Korriban. You know, places like that. Oof. My stomach hurts for a little bit. I don't know why. The choices of religion, the choice is inherently the most powerful force in reality. Okay. Alright. Next time I come here, we're turning everyone into Dark Jedi. Well, Dark Jedi. Dark side Force users. There we can. Which is gonna be Mira. Handmaiden, I'm breaking her all over the place. Atten, of course, and Beodur. Everyone is cracked. Right. Fair, there hasn't been a good definition of Grey Jedi before me. A good definition of Grey Jedi. Grey Jedi, I mean, see, in my mind, for someone to be a Grey Jedi, they would have to still be a Jedi or be ex-Jedi. Otherwise, he's just a Grey Force user. Never be a Jedi, because to be a Jedi is to be part of a religion. To be part of a religion is to believe in the religion's codes and teachings and adhere to them. But then you have to wonder, can you do that while maintaining your balance in the Force, like so? And can you do that and still be a quote-unquote Jedi? Adhere to the beliefs of the Jedi and be balanced in the Force? I'm not so sure. Freddie Prinze Jr. was mean, think he got fingered? Right, Freddie Prinze Jr. came out and said that the Grey Jedi don't exist. There is no balance between light and dark, basically. He's saying there is no gray in Star Wars. There is only light and dark. The Grey Jedi are individuals that were trained as Jedi, but do not follow the Jedi doctrines in one of 3 categories. I like the term Darksider. They use dark side powers. They form attachments with people outside the Jedi Order by falling in romantic love, or had attachments with their parents before being trained as Jedi. But in that case, or had attachments with their parents before being trained as Jedi. So Anakin is a Grey Jedi? You still like to see yourself as being right all the time. I guess anyway. All definitions before mine were crap. They are apathetic by not trying to kill Dark Jedi and Sith. That's being apathetic, huh? Like, they're going out of their way to try and, search and destroy for Dark Jedi and Sith. Interesting. So someone born with Down syndrome can choose to become president? What are you guys talking about? No, they can choose to try and become president, but actually becoming president isn't up to them. Not entirely. In fact, wait a minute. Can someone with Down syndrome be eligible to run for president? I don't know. I don't know yeah, I would have to read the American Constitution, I guess. I don't have it handy right now. Anyone that uses dark side powers, if you learn Force Choke, you can only use that power negatively. Yes, Anakin is a Grey Jedi, and that's why he fell. Mace Windu is also a Grey Jedi. I think Jedi can, they know how, they can figure out how to use dark side abilities. I think in many cases, the mere fact that they study Force powers has the byproduct of them figuring out how to also use an ability that would be, will be powered by the dark side. But the Jedi teachings just tell you not to use them. Just don't use them. You may know how to, but don't do it. Damian Davis, so you are going to kill Vroom or save them. Also, hi. Yeah, hello, Damian. Damian, you kind of came in late, buddy. I'm sorry, but welcome anyway. Vrook is dead. Vrook is deader than fried chicken right now. That's past tense. The man is in the grave. It's over. It's over, Johnny. The man is. I came for that ass, and now it's all over. So yeah, I'm sorry about that. But hey, the VODs are gonna be up, so you can do that. We ran some experiments. For example, I encountered Vrook first in the cage. I fought him there. He ran away. And then I tried siding with with Kunda anyway and saved them from the mercenaries. But even though I did that, Vrook still wanted me dead. So if we figured that out. Maybe because I was still on the dark side at the time, but maybe I should run another test and see maybe if I change myself to the light side between then and the attack, maybe I'll see see if he reacts differently. Let's see. Light, non-offensive power. Neutral, self-enhancement power. Dark is destructive power. Neutral is self-enhancement power. So then, like, for speed, would not be light but neutral. Dark is destructive power. Well, this game is, in this game, force push would be a dark side ability. But Jedi use it very often. They figured that they probably figured like, well, fuck it, we gotta use something. Otherwise, we'll be we'll be fucking defenseless out there. Force lightning is something that can only be used negatively to harm others. I don't know. Like, yeah. But I wonder if anyone's ever tried to use it for something else. But yeah, a force push is also violent, but that's not the only application. You can use it to like move a boulder or something. Awaken Infinity says the only requirements are to be 35 plus and to be born a US citizen. And you can't have left the States in the previous 7 years. IIRC. Alright. So there you go. Someone with Down syndrome, as long as they're 35 years and older, and were a US citizen, and stayed in the same state for 7 years, can run for president. That's it. That's all you need. The American Constitution called native savages without souls and capacity for morality. Of course it did. And what did you expect? The Jedi deny all attachments as to limit potential falling on the dark side. Hey, Spiper, how's it going, man? Nice to see you here, but yeah, Vrook is dead. Vrook is very much dead. Very dead. Deader than fried chicken, I've been saying. Deader than the fucking shit I took this morning. Sure, they can try, but even them wanting to be president is heavily influenced by external forces. Yes, the things you want in life will vary greatly depending on how and where you were raised. We live in a society. But anyway, yeah, alright, I think it's about time I stop confusing people now. You know, because people are coming in and be like, hey, you about to kill Vrook? Nah. Shit's done. Man's dead. It starts into my second point. Jedi train children before they have attachment with the parents. Yes. Children are easier to indoctrinate. Young minds are easily manipulated. You know, they're malleable, like, yeah, Charles, you're saying. Xavier. The Jedi want Jedi values to be the first memories children form. Yeah, that never leads to disaster at all. Notice that every Jedi that is trained at an older age is more prone to emotion. Remember that guy on TV was like, he was talking about how children are also, they haven't developed sense of, you know, right and wrong yet. So they make very good soldiers. They'll kill whoever you want them to. Oof, dark. First, we live in a society. Tomorrow is of my lady. No, is that a thing that am I supposed to be wearing a fedora? Because I mean, it is true. We are living in society. I am the first LGBT gaur you've met. I don't know what that is. Is that like is a gaur what they call fans of that band? What was that band? I mean, they wear like helmets made out of like animal skeletons and shit. You know, they pour blood all over themselves. The hell is the name of that band? Gaur? No, shit. I can't remember. Fuck it. Pepito and a fedora is a cursed image? What are you talking about? You don't even know what I look like. Yeah. Like, you don't even know what I look like. Talking about. Gaurl means girl. Come on, man. Let's not make things unnecessarily complicated now. And even Revan has always been a Grey Jedi. I mean, this definition of Grey Jedi you got here is, I guess, different from a Grey Force user. We do. Yes, indeed, we do live in a society. This includes Jolie Brindle, Zezkael, even Yoda. It means that you know Dark Jedi or Sith exist, yet you do nothing. Yeah, maybe you're like, fuck it, man. What am I gonna do? It's not my business. Hey, Montel Bradley, damn it! Hey, Montel Bradley, coming in with the $3.99. But why? What happened to my notification?
You hear, but you do not listen.
God damn! Where have you been? Notification. Did you find enough plutonium to put into that Wayback Machine so you can reach 88 miles an hour and go back into the past? What are you doing? But yeah, Montel Bradley, ladies and gentlemen, give it up. This man, yes, supporting the channel. Thank you, Montel. Thank you very much. Are psychotic urges all that drive you? Yes, they are. Yes, indeed they are. Spiper is asking, what are we talking about? Currently, we're talking about Grey Jedi and how we define them. But it's getting late. It's almost 11:30. I gotta go. Woke up at 6 today again. I gotta wake up. Going to wake up at 6 again tomorrow. And keep going. Start writing something I've been meaning to get out of the way. And tonight I'm gonna render this video right here. It's finally done. And oh shit, did I close that? In fact, oh, hold on. Yeah, I did close it. Shit. No, I'll find it. Let's check the old poll we had going here. Let's see who won. I'm pretty sure option number 2 was ahead. Yep, option number 2 has it. 140 votes, and it says 76% people really like that second option. I couldn't decide, so I turned it into a poll. So yeah, I guess it's gonna be this then. Cut to black. Yeah, we're doing the cut to black instead of the fade to black right here. So yeah, alright. Ready to go, ready to render. It'll go up Friday. Yep, Friday. It'll go up Friday. But that donation thing was perfect. Thanks, man. Yeah, I got my notifications all set up. This is what happens when I get a subscriber or a follower.
Even when the figure deserves no such obedience.
Yeah. This is what happens when I get a donation.
You are greater than any I have ever trained.
And of course, this one you saw, the super chat.
You hear, but you do not listen.
Yes. I still gotta figure out something for membership though. Not sure what I'm gonna do then. What a loyal Sith would be like. I mean, loyal Sith. I mean, they're constantly trying to take a goddamn head off. You know, they're predators. If you trip and fall, they're gonna go for that throat, rip it out. But I mean, as loyal as one could get is like from out of fear. You know, the Emperor is stronger than me. Even if he does trip, and I jump on him, he's still gonna take my head off. Marka Ragnos' reign. I mean, you could say that, yeah, because he was so powerful, no one dared to try and take him down. But if they found themselves in a situation where they could, they would. Software keyboards are annoying. Alright, Waking Infinity, I'll see you later then, man. Thanks for joining in. Good night to you too. Peace out. Right. Let's find ourselves a song. That's a nice song, but no, not this time. How long is this song? This song is pretty short. Nah, it's shorter than that. Come on now. Vacation, we got wandering, we got the travel bureau. Oh, the travel bureau. Nah, not now. Let's play something with a little bit of pep in the step. Something with pep. Something with pep. Yeah, it's also too long. That's a bigger song. Wait though. So in conclusion, particularly in Krea's eyes, the force must go. It's gotta go. Yes. In her eyes, yes. You want true, freedom? Then yeah. Alright. Something with real pep then. This is it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been great. Nice conversations today. Thank you, Dot, for all that good stuff. And thank you everyone else too for coming in and joining in on the chat. Thank you, Montel, for the super chat. Thank you everyone for their super chats and donations, the followers and the subscribers. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be back again tomorrow's Thursday, right? Yeah, I'll be back again tomorrow, probably early, so I can get in there before Luke comes in, whatever the fuck his name was. That guy crashes through the door. Kool-Aid man. Yeah. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you guys again. I hope. Take care of yourselves. And until next time, peace.